And this is the bottom line. He wants us, to seek him, to find him, and live like him. Now, the widow woman we just read about, she has been forever recorded in the biblical pages of history because of her decision. And her decision is what makes her a leader, because a leader is a person who people want to follow. And her example of faith is worth imitating because it captured Jesus' attention. And he even used her example to teach his disciples. So what can we learn from that? You don't have to be rich to be a leader. You don't have to know everything. You just, if you live right and submit your life to God, that's all that's needed. So here's the question. How can we get the Lord's attention by our faith? Let's think about that. So sometimes people today, and we can see that in the church now, we want to just give God a tip, our leftovers, whatever we have. And we have convinced ourselves that that is acceptable with him, but it's not. And the demonstration that this lady had shows that we need to make the time to know God, because I think that's how she got to where she was. She took the time. She put in the time. There's no way for me to know anybody in here if I spend no time with you. And how can we expect to know the God of heaven and we spend no time with him? So throughout history, people have struggled to know God. And I wanted to read Hosea 4. It says, "Listen to the words of the Lord, O son of Israel. For the Lord has a controversy against the inhabitants of the land, because there is no faithfulness or kindness or knowledge of God in the land. When there is no knowledge of God in the land, there is swearing, deception, murdering, adultery." Does that sound familiar? Yes, sir. And it says they employ violence, so that bloodshed follows bloodshed, and the land mourns, and everyone who lives in the land, they